Pisces, what an interesting day, and yesterday as well. I had a reading yesterday and the battery went off. I couldn't get the video going. I tried twice. This is my second time today. I hope that we get something. I'm gonna try to kind of sum up yesterday's reading and today's reading as well, Pisces. So yesterday was very strong energy, very dark, very obscure. It had to do with a particular person, a situation that is toxic, could be a codependent situation, relationship with a narcissistic. Pisces, there was an urge for you to get out of the situation, get out of this very manipulative relationship. And for your sake, for the sake of the other person, really, there was a need for you to jump out of it, to have the strength and courage to put a stop, because there are doors opening for you. There's your future, there is you, there is love, true love coming your way. And it was talking a lot about your soul fragmentation, and that happens when we come from deep trauma when we were a kid, and it could have been emotional abuse, physical abuse, psychological abuse, and really at the end of the day spiritual abuse, because what happens is that in that case the child is so vulnerable that it cannot withstand the situation, and so there is a separation, disconnection that happens within the particular being. And that separation, the spirit gets out of the body because it doesn't want to feel, it doesn't want to be there. It's too much. And so this disconnection prevents you in the future and maybe in the present to be fully you. There's always this tendency of over trying to please others or to put, be at the service of another. And that feeds the vampires, this narcissistic that always need a prey, right? Someone who has a heart, who has so much to give, empathy. And those people are very selfish, very charming, but very cold. There is, their heart is like a rock, really, and you can feel shivers sometimes because you feel there's a total wall really between you and the other person. Even if you're trying hard, there's always this non-reciprocal situation. And so Pisces, it was strongly telling you, the angels, the ascended masters, to get out, because you have this potential, the spiritual potential to connect with ascended masters, guides, and your potential is high. But it seemed that you were and you are in a situation that is draining your energy, that is pulling you back and not allowing you to go forward. And so here we're still in Pisces season, right? We are right in the middle of it, and it's a 12th house energy. So it's about really, taking the rest, the time out for yourself, to finish up things, to let go of people that you really need to let go of, all of that, so that in Aries season, in end of March and April, you're able to actually start practically, manifesting, taking action. But here there is this emotional, scorpionic soul retrieval that needs to happen, and not be afraid of looking at the shadow. Yesterday this card came, and it came back today, embracing the shadow. And so it's not about fighting so much, it's about embracing this more feminine energy where you actually accept all. There was also a strong theme of forgiveness, reconciliation, particularly with a feminine figure. It could have been your sister, a girlfriend, or perhaps your mother. And that really comes back to the primordial love. You know, when we're a baby in the womb, all those emotions that we can feel even from the womb, from inside. All of that needs to go, Pisces, because here also today what came through is the victim. And this victim is when we are drowning in our own suffering, especially when we have gone through so much trauma. It's understandable, Pisces, but Pisces, it's like you're deceiving yourself, because as you're drowning into all this negativity, you're not being fully who you are. You're not aligned with your soul, because your soul and your spirit are not aligned, are not actually here present in your body to actually be able to function properly in a stable manner. And so it's blocking your creativity. You have a lot of creativity today that came through. And a theme of balance, a need here for true balance that needs to take place. And the balance is really here, angel of balance, and number 11 here. There's two that are talking about equilibrium within you, and thus externally in your relationships, the even give and take, the balance in your life, the stability. But we're talking also a lot about if you don't deal with your lower chakras, which here are the third chakra, solar plexus, Archangel Chamuel. And then you also got the first chakra, Archangel Michael here, and the sacral chakra. So you have 1, 2, and 3. If you're not gonna deal with those 3, how can you think? It's not even think, but how can you expect to be able to connect higher? And with all this spiritual potential and the mission that you have, Pisces, you have to first deal with the emotional body. And the emotional body, you know, truly is the basic part of the human, and let's say more of the animal. It's not a judgment, it's just a basic first, let's say, one way of living, which is a lot of up and downs, high and low. It's not stable. It's not. And so the first chakra deals with feeling grounded, feeling secure, feeling stable. The second has to do with abandonment issues, all the emotional wounds, sexual as well. And then the third chakra has to do with confidence within yourself. How are you dealing with that? Are you doubting yourself all the time? Are you always feeling that you're going to be abandoned and left behind and left out in the cold? And you're feeling that you're never home. You never know who you are because you're always a chameleon and becoming someone else. Are you ever, Pisces? Are you ever? And especially if you're finding yourself in another culture or in a space that is a little bit different from you know, what would be your ideal situation, let's say in your own home. Perhaps you don't have your home yet, or you know, all of that is adding to the unstable kind of feeling that you are going through. But we have truly grief coming through, and that came as well in another deck yesterday, where we need to let go. There's a forgiveness for yourself, for your actions, for someone else's actions, for whatever your past was. There's a grief that needs to take place, but you cannot indulge in that for too long either. So it's time to embrace the shadow, embrace yourself, and find truly what is the light within you. We have a lot of sun here. Here you got the healer of the ages, and you have the sun. By the way, yesterday it was very strong when it comes to synchronicities. We got all the master's numbers. Number 11, 22 that we have also today. 33 that came even more strongly because we had 3333. So that could be significant for some of you. Cross consciousness, opening up, expanding, going higher. 44, which is protection, Archangel Michael. 66, which is more of the twin flame energy, and this 6 energy is the energy of this year 2022, and it has to do with nurturing oneself, with balance, with coming home. It's a very Cancerian energy, protecting your heart, but not in a way that you close yourself off, but where you find such strength within you and you become so strong as the heart and love itself that you feel within, that you don't depend, you're not this ping pong ball that we talked about in the last readings where you depend on external situation and you're so flexible, right? Pisces, you have flexible here, that you don't have any core. And where is it? Because now all the cards are kind of all over the place, because when I read everything kind of call each other. But basically here, yeah, adaptability. You're always adapting so much, right? But when do you actually stand strong? Like the trunk of a tree. You did have here the tree of rest, patience, number 22, tranquility. This is what you need to get to, Pisces. This simplicity as well, simplifying your life, simplifying the people that are around you. What doesn't serve you doesn't serve you. This transformation, number 13, death and rebirth, that we had in the last tarot readings, is really talking, is corporate energy. It has to do with the South Node, the collective South Node that we have for a year and a half in astrology, which deals with very deep soul retrieval, emotional depth, and shadow work. And so this calls to the North Node, which is Taurus energy, which has to do with simplicity, reconnecting with nature, which is egoless nature, which has to do with synthesis here, integrating your being, re-becoming one, because we have the goddess Yesulis, which has to do with illness and wellness. And so here we see that she's deep down in the ocean, in the abyss of the emotions, right? In the complexity of that. But there is a light. There is a light that she's aiming to. And that is where once you integrate all, you are able to heal. And how do we heal? When we get out of our way. Because truly, as a cut, a wound, all of those can heal by themselves. They heal by themselves. There's an intelligence of the body. All was given to us truly to transcend and to find illumination in this lifetime. So as a human, we have this powerful, let's say, present and gift that is to be born as a human, incarnated as a human. We could have been a plant and not, and just be there or a rock and not be able to do much, right? And have to learn that lesson in that lifetime. But here you're human, and there's so much that you can feel, that you can live, that you can celebrate. Don't waste your life, don't waste your time in the negativity. We don't have much time, really. We don't. And you did have this beautiful card I want to show you here, which is the Dancers of the Sun. This talks about joyous activity, celebration of life, abundance. Look at this. Abundance comes when your being, your vibration, and your mind is in this joyous laughter, vibration, higher frequency. You will feel in your body, you know, when you're happy, it's lighter, right? It's simpler. There's not so much drainage, so much contraction in your heart, right? All of that. So all of that is about expressing. Once you find this balance, you had equilibrium here. Once you find this balance, you will be able to experience sacred union. You have here companion, romance, right? This is available to you, Pisces, but only when you become authentic, right? Only when you're totally free. And what is free, really? It's when you are yourself, whatever that means for you. When there's no becoming someone or being part of kind of a half of you, right? You can feel that in your presence, in your body too. Your body is your best friend, will tell you when you're not exactly true. And this truth is also a theme that came yesterday and today. But truly, Pisces, you have, yes, here they were talking about a radical acceptation. When do you actually accept yourself completely? Who are you? How can you accept completely you with all of it? You know, the weaknesses, the strengths. That's your strength. When you know, that's your power. When your abundance will come when you know yourself, and that brings triumph. You had 2 cards of triumph that came here with this Ace of Sword energy, which is triumphant success and triumph, with the Chariot energy here, which has to do with laser focus, just going for it. And as you go through perhaps obstacle here and challenges, you know, you're suffering in silence, and you're asked to actually stand your ground and speak up. You can't just stay stuck in a situation without saying anything, when really you have the power. Right now it's your season, Pisces. You have to go for it, whatever it takes. You cannot drown in anxiety and over mental conflict, because again, when you are in the mind space, when the mind controls you and its compulsive thoughts, it is not, you are not allowing yourself to create, you're destroying, because truly the mind, the ego mind, is always trying to cut things, or, you know, see over details, over analyzing, and it just creates more and more problems. And at the end of the day, you don't have any solution. The solution comes from the inside of the meditation, when you're actually in the higher mind, when there's a calmness that is the base, the foundation of you, and that enables you to truly rise and find the solution. It was talking a lot about finding the solution, that you could do it. You had the power yesterday to find the solution to the problematic situation where you're at. You do have caring connections here. This is in your field. But again, like we were saying 2 days ago, you could have love in front of you, but if you are still not trusting, trust is important too. If you're not trusting that can happen to you or for you, you will never allow it, and you will always be seeking it, but you will never be able to experience it, because you will always be blocked. So if you're blocked within you, you cannot truly experience life, and that takes tremendous strength and courage to shift, to actually transform a definite death, a grief, so you can actually move on. You cannot drown in the grief. You cannot live life dead. We will die soon enough, right? And so we need to make the most of it, to really celebrate and not get into the drama, the hostilities, the ego issues all the time. Because here we did get auto-sabotage, poverty consciousness, being your own prisoner. Look at that. And do you truly want to continue living your life in this way, Pisces? Because look, here you did have a Tower energy. This is the lady, the light of the lightning bolt, the lightning. it talks about surprises and sometimes a shock. You could be experiencing a change, a total change of paradigm. And sometimes it's like, when we have an accident, in the car and we are shaken up, there's this moment where there's a silence that is so deep, that is transcendental, really, and it can shift someone. It can, tragedy can actually help you bury a part of your life, a part of you completely, so you can actually move on and create truly the person you want to be, which is you, your authentic self. They're talking about here that abundance will come from adjacent possibilities, that there's always other windows, other doors that are opening that maybe you didn't think of, but that here you need to get into your own power, so that you allow this in your life, this 4 of Wands, happy family, truly this beautiful, really beautiful energy, carrying connections and happy family. And you will see that often when you are experiencing it and you have gone to that simplicity, your ego tries to come back with negative thoughts and stuff and emotions, but then when you have this foundation that is more stable and calm, in your presence, you're able to see those emotions without getting involved so much in them. Yeah, you can feel a bit like this, okay, yeah, I'm feeling this way, but you won't drown. And slowly but surely, moment by moment, you get better at it. It's a practice. And truly, there is victory here, Pisces. There is so much victory and love and prosperity. Today, what is coming through a lot is your career, is your truth and your creativity. You have here truth and spark, a creative spark. Living your life from your passion, because when you live your life through your passion, when we are doing something that really inspires us, we are in the flow. We have here the flow that came through as well. And when we are in the flow, we are truly aligned and on our mission. We are on the right path. We are on the clear path. But you need to allow that in your life, because it could be very ingrained that you always stop yourself, sabotage yourself. If you're experiencing something beautiful, trying to find all the negative in it, being oversensitive sometimes, you need to really know yourself. The more you know yourself, the more you can slowly but surely again rise and be successful. Because we're talking about success here. We have, for those who want to start a business, who want to be self-employed, they're talking about really trust and start this new idea of business or this new opportunity, because it's going to be good and this is the time. Some of you is talking about a birthday here, an important birthday has the answer to your question. And so this is perhaps your birthday. It's our birthday right now. So the solution is going to be found. The answer is going to be found. But remember, it won't come from the mind, the mental conflicts. Where is that? I saw it here. It won't come from there. It will come from meditation. And I did see this somewhere. I don't remember in which card, but everything is being channeled as well. But truly, as you step into the Emperor mode here, which is use logic and structure to increase your success, get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. Because the wheel has turned, delays are over, sudden or unexpected good luck, a new card, travel. Travel is also in the cards here. We have journey as well to confirm that. And so let your creativity blossom, Pisces. Truly hold positive expectations. Ultimately, we want to, how can we get out of our own way is truly when we disappear, right? We go into a deeper place and we surrender to a force of presence that guides us through synchronicities, through insights, through dreams. You know, that's the higher perspective, the higher mind. And that's where creativity comes from as well. But to get there, you need to deal with this lower stuff, Pisces. And lower is not saying it's bad, it's not a judgment. It's part of who we are. We are flesh, we are very real, you know, but this is not permanent, right? It will die. But there is something that perhaps is nothing that is permanent. And that is what needs to be found. That's your true stability, the true love within. Here from the angels, you have creativity. We, your angelic messengers, are here to help unleash the endless creative potential that you possess. Listen to the whispers of love inside your heart as we communicate with you through feeling and emotion, right? Not through the mind, the heart. The heart is a portal. Let go of fear and apprehension, because that will block that, and express the endless source of creativity you possess. Have fun, laughter, and allow the inner child within you to express your true essence. All is valid, right? Now you got as well the jewel. Every event in life presents us with a new opportunity to experience ever greater love. There is jewel to be found within every teardrop. That's really, really important, Pisces. I'm going to repeat that. There is a jewel to be found within every teardrop. Trust. We, your angels, are guiding the current events. This is a time in which you and those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bonds of love. Trust. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. They're talking about positive change as well. I will get to that. Rainbow. You are a jewel, even though you may not see it. Even in the darkest times, right? Whatever I saw yesterday was definitely dark. You shine eternally bright. You're surrounded by an aura of love, and a pot of gold waits beyond the horizon. All will clear soon. Trust and continue to follow your dreams. You're eternally blessed. So continue focusing, continue believing. This is what I want to manifest, this vision, whatever it is, you know, your dream job, your dream mission, the dream people, caring people you would like to have around, the dream intimate relationship, the person. How do you want to live your life, Pisces? Be you. Now here you have positive change. Dare to be different. You are different, and that's what is difficult for you, Pisces. When you are criticized, remember that you will never please everyone. Many brilliant and gifted individuals were not fully appreciated or understood in their own lifetime. Yet it is often they who have sown the seeds of change. Visionary. How powerful is that, Pisces? So, what was this card, Pisces? Yeah, we did have this card, rest and rejuvenate. Again, calling to finishing up this Pisces season. That we need to take our time, rest, pause. And through this, insights will come. You'll be able to really, truly take action in the Aries season upon what you're building internally right now, Pisces. I feel that this is pretty much what the message I wanted to get through, Pisces. I hope this gets through. Technical issues always test our patience, and it's okay. But truly, Pisces, I love you so much, and I will get back to you tomorrow. I'll probably do a tarot. I'll see how, the inspiration of the moment. But yeah, please do take care of yourself right now. It's not easy. I love you. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.